Hello everyone. Sí, yo sé que tuvimos 2 días fuera, pero no pasa nada. Fue motivos de vacaciones, digamos, vacaciones, algo así. Pero no se preocupen, hoy les voy a pagar hablándoles de algo de lo que no les pude hablar en 2 días. Y estoy un poquito calmado, lo estoy cogiendo relax hoy, porque ustedes saben que hoy es viernes, viernes social. So today we're gonna be talking about glamour. That's how we pronounce it, baby. Glamour. Glamour. Para empezar, saludos a mi esposa que está junto conmigo hoy. Ella, mi número, mi espectadora número uno. And then are you guys, right? Hay una sola persona live, qué raro. Ay, me siento como tan solo hoy. Mi esposa y yo solos. Okay. All right. So today I am going to be using my wife's cell phone, which is here, it says, right? Love Ina, Doctora Batista. Celular de la doctora. So I have an article right here, and I am going to be helping you guys to get familiar with pronunciation and also reading. ¿Por qué voy a hablar de glamour en este video? Porque yo entiendo que muchas veces nosotros cuando leemos tenemos pronunciaciones terribles, tenemos pronunciaciones promedios y tenemos buenas pronunciaciones. Así que hoy vengo a ayudarles un poco con relación a las pronunciaciones, a alabarles esas pronunciaciones buenas que ustedes hacen y ayudarles en esas pronunciaciones que son un poco malas, por así decirlo, o buenas, porque cada quien tiene su forma, right? Pero la intención es ayudarles a ustedes a la correcta pronunciación. So I have an article about pearls of wisdom. All right, let's start talking about pearls of wisdom. Um, lo primero que ustedes tienen que hacer cuando están leyendo, y se lo voy a decir como recomendación personal, right? Es que si ustedes no entienden una palabra, cuál es el significado, a qué se refiere la palabra, entonces ustedes lo que tienen que hacer, buscar en un diccionario donde más se le haga fácil conectar con las palabras, y eso es todo. O sea, la parte más difícil es conseguir la definición de las palabras, y no es imposible porque hoy en día ya tenemos los cell phones, smartphones. So today we're going to be talking about pearls. I don't know if you can see that, or probably it's backwards, but it says pearls of wisdom. ¿Qué es wisdom? Wisdom es sabiduría. So I am not here to give you the definition of every word, right? I'm not here to give you the definition. I'm just here to help you get in that flow, right? When you're reading, how to use the stress pronunciation of the words and how to do the intonation of the clauses, sentences, paragraphs y muchas veces cuando trabajamos las preguntas. Así que quédense aquí y vamos a ir analizando cada uno de los párrafos. Son solamente uno, dos, tres preguntas, y luego entonces tiene 4 frases, o en inglés le decimos idioms. And I'm going to be here reading them for all of you guys so you can be familiar with them as well. Recuerden, glamour. This is all about glamour. Y digo glamour, right? Y enfatizo mucho en la palabra porque lo aprendí de one supervisor of mine, right? He was like, when you're reading, you need to give that intonation that gives you like the flow, like a North American accent and all that. So you start practicing it, not with the Spanish accent, but you need to get that glamour. Y por eso es que vamos a, bebé, ¿Qué fue? Vamos a estar leyendo, right? So, first part, right? It says, why do people use proverbs? Ustedes saben lo que son proverbios, right? Why do people use proverbs? Many people, oh my God, I am not an iPhone user, so sometimes I'm going to have like kind of problems. But it says, many people love proverbs for their wisdom. Y aquí vamos, right? Cuando usted tiene una oración como esa, right? Many people love proverbs for their wisdom. When you read in that way, you are taking it with calm. And as slower you read, right, the slower you read, like the better you get concentrated in it. So, hay gente que se confunde y piensan que, bueno, por yo leer rápido voy a salir de eso, o por leer rápido se me va a hacer mucho más rápido terminar con ya esa responsabilidad y eso es todo. Pero el leer, ustedes si les gusta leer, se darán cuenta que el leer no es por leer, sino por entender lo que se está leyendo. So, when you give that intonation, like many people love Proverbs for their wisdom, others enjoy the images in Proverbs, but Proverbs are most impressive because they express a lot of information in just a few words. ¿Entendieron? Díganme que sí, por favor. Díganme que sí entendieron. So I just want you guys to participate. I want to read your comments. Yo sé que mi esposa no está escribiendo porque she's live. She's truly live here. Right? But listen, right? But Proverbs are most impressive because they express a lot of information in a few words. A good proverb quickly sums up ideas that are sometimes hard to express, and the person listening immediately understands it. Fácil, right? Cada vez que usted está leyendo, usted tiene que tomarse su tiempo. Cada vez que usted ve un punto, hace la pausa y luego continúa leyendo. Si usted ve la coma, usted sabe que la pausa no es tan grande como el punto y seguido, pero entonces se detiene. So, if I finished reading the first paragraph, you see, it was really, really easy. Y aquí está la respuesta de la primera pregunta, right? Why do people use proverbs? Entonces ahí te los dice. So something interesting about this type of articles is that in the first sentence you read, you find what you're looking for, right? So the question is, why do people use proverbs? The answer is simple. Many people love proverbs for their wisdom. So, la primera oración que tú lees del párrafo te va a dar la idea, y no solamente la idea, sino de lo que tú estás hablando en ese párrafo. ¿De qué estás hablando? De la sabiduría, right? So, people use proverbs for their wisdom. Wise, right? So, and the other person listening immediately understands it. So, cuando tú utilizas un proverbio, pasa lo mismo que en español, right? We use proverbs in Spanish, and as soon as you use it, the other person that is talking to you is going to understand, right, baby? Right, baby? Yeah. The other person is going to understand. So, paragraph number 2, here we go. Where do proverbs come from? Where do proverbs come from? ¿De dónde provienen los proverbios? So it says, proverbs come from two main places: ordinary people and famous people. Otra vez, ustedes van a leer, I don't know, it's going to be kind of hard, but let's see if you can see it. Famous, por favor, enfoca, I don't know. All right, there you go. Famous, posiblemente ustedes los vayan a ver al revés, pero se escribe Famous, right? Famous. Y la pronunciación es con like S, famous. So, proverbs come from two main places: ordinary people and famous people. These two sources are not always distinct. Common and popular wisdom has often been used by famous people. O sea que hay mucha gente que aunque los proverbios provengan de una fuente desconocida, de alguien que quizás no destacó mucho, pero muchas veces personas que son famosas también los utilizan. And sometimes said or written down by a well-known person as often being borrowed by the common man. I hope you understand that part, right? So, and sometimes said or written down by a well-known person has often been borrowed by the common man. O sea que así como muchas personas famosas utilizan los proverbios de personas que no son bien conocidas, pasa lo opuesto. Personas que no son conocidas utilizan los proverbios de personas que fueron de muy alto renombre. So, for example, bad news travels fast. Probably comes from the experience of housewives. Probably, we don't know. However, all's well that ends well. All's well that ends well was written by William Shakespeare. So you see, two types of proverbs. Un proverbio que no sabemos de dónde proviene, posiblemente pudo haber ¿cómo se dice? Posiblemente provino, all right. Posiblemente provino de alguna ama de casa, right? That says, bad news travels fast. Yeah? Pero entonces una famosa, como esta de William Shakespeare, all's well that ends well, right? So we have both sources, famous people and also common people. Y el párrafo número 3, what do Proverbs tell us? ¿Qué nos dicen los proverbios? What do Proverbs tell us? Proverbs are used everywhere in the world, not only in the United States. Here in the Dominican Republic, we use them as well. If you can understand a culture's proverbs, you can understand the culture itself, right? So if you can understand a culture's proverbs, you can better understand the culture. It's not needed to say. Fácil. Si tú logras entender el proverbio de una persona que viene de una cultura, pues si lograste entender ese proverbio, mucho más fácil se te hace entender la cultura en sí. So this is what it says, right? So there are many different ways that we use proverbs in daily life. Here are some examples. Y ahí tienen entonces los 4 ejemplos. Number 1, to give advice. O sea, la principal razón del por qué nosotros usamos los proverbios is to give advice. Meaning, right? Something you have is better than something you might get. Y yo sé que lo han escuchado en español de una manera diferente. Lo voy a leer otra vez. It says, something you have, listen, something you have is better than something you might get. O sea, es como algo que tú tienes es mejor que algo que tú puedes conseguir. En español, al menos aquí en República Dominicana, mi mamá me enseñó, es mejor paloma en mano que 100 volando. And she knows that. Right, so number 2, to give a warning. To give a warning es como dar una advertencia, right? To give a warning. So it says, don't plan on a successful outcome until it actually happens. Listen again. Don't plan on a successful outcome until it actually happens. O sea, no te hagas ilusiones. En español vendría siendo algo más o menos parecido, right? No te hagas ilusiones con algo que tú solamente tienes aquí en la mente, right? So, vendría siendo como una idea. ¿Por qué razón? Porque eso todavía no es real. Así que no te vayas haciendo ideas de algo que todavía tú no tienes. So, that is to give warning, right? Don't get too excited about something. Number 3, teach a lesson. Teach a lesson. So it says, it's not easy to get money. Y cuando nosotros utilizamos este proverbio, it's not easy to get money, en español nosotros decimos, ¿verdad? Como que el dinero no nace de las matas, right? ¿Cómo que dicen, bebé? Que, que el dinero no nace de las matas, right? So that's what it means, right? To teach a lesson, you say, it's not easy to get money. Junaika is here. Junaika, you always here. Um, Thank you for being here always. Always. Um, I like to use it for helping the people to work in the same place with me. Kelvin, that sounds extremely good. Um, Kelvin, remember me that I need to tell you something, right? So write me on WhatsApp. Roger, Roger, we have like how many weeks we have that we don't get together, man. You should come and have a talk. But thank you for being here, Roger, as well. Roger, are you getting the flow? Like I'm explaining you, right? When you read, you need to give that intonation, and it's part of all these stress syllables and all that, right? When you're reading, you need to I don't know, like you need to sound natural when you read. Number 4, right? Number 4, it says to express a common truth. To express a common truth. It says, what one person loves, listen, what one person loves, another person may hate. Do you understand that? What 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 one person loves, another person may hate. What do you understand because of that? Like, out of that, what do you understand? Baby, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, so when it says, what I may like, you may hate, is because we don't have the same likes. For example, if I like banana and you like papaya, right? When someone asks us, what do we want for a milkshake, for example, what I say, the other person is not going to like, and vice versa. What the other person is going to say, I won't like it because we don't agree in our likes. Same happened with the colors. Like, for example, you see this wall right here? If my wife would have asked me, I don't know, something like that, what color I rather to be this wall painted, probably I would say something like gray or white, I don't know. But she decided not to ask me because probably about colors, we won't have the same likes. She was asking me to wear some different colors today. I said no because I prefer to wear blue. Well, that's it for tonight. I was just letting you guys know that you need to get the flow, right? Y la única manera en la que ustedes pueden practicar y conseguir esa entonación con relación a la lectura es practicándola. De un día para otro no se consigue. Así que den lo mejor de ustedes, practiquen y como uno de los proverbios decía que nosotros no podemos ilusionarnos con lo que no tenemos. Así que cuando ustedes vayan a leer, traten de conseguir lecturas fáciles de asimilar. Un libro pequeño, algún artículo de alguna revista o de algún periódico, y van haciendo el proceso despacio. Luego que ustedes puedan dominar un artículo pequeño, digamos de unas 100, 150 páginas, entonces ahora sí, pueden ir avanzando en cuanto a la lectura. Pero es muy importante Porque si no lo practican, entonces las palabras, o sea, los verbos no van a incrementar el vocabulario de ustedes. All right. He believes a circus owner invented the monster in order to get publicity. Oh, mira, eso es cierto, José Miguel. Yeah, and that is true, right? Los circos, ¿por qué se crearon los circos? O sea, ellos crearon para llamar la atención, right? To get publicity, they invented the monsters. They invented them. So that is good. That is a good proverb. Y pasa práctica en ese aspecto, José. Pasa lo mismo que pasa con los antivirus. Yo no sé si ustedes se han fijado que los antivirus son los mejores eliminando X virus. Por ejemplo, bueno, si es un troyano, eh, el, el antivirus, tell me what, um, let's say AVG, el AVG es el mejor contra ese tipo de virus, right? But you know what happened? What really happened behind the curtains? Que la misma compañía fue la que creó el virus. Así que, so basically it's part of the same, right? Just it is to get publicity. Rafa, yo man, finally you show up. I had long time I didn't see you. Like, where were you, man? So people, thank you so much for being here tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Nah, not probably, but I will see you on Monday. Hey, Rafa, my neighbor. Oh, sí, cierto. Yuneika y Rafa viven en el mismo vecindario. Bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow. No, on Monday. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.